Hello everyone, I'm Vanessa Aitken. Welcome to the 7-day Calm Your Mind Challenge. I'm so pleased that you're here on this journey with me, for want of a better word. I'm so pleased that you're going to be here with me for the next week and that we're going to make some real changes. We're going to move you into having that calm, quiet mind that's been so elusive for you up until this point. You know, so many people are walking around really suffering with an overactive, busy, rushed mind, and it's really impacting on their happiness. So I'm really pleased that you're here and that you are starting 2016 with a new mind. You know, leave all that crap, all that worry in the past. Let's create something new. So in this introduction video, I'm going to explain to you how the 7-day challenge works. It's pretty easy. And I'm going to share with you some information. So first up, how did this come about? Well, it came about because I work with and I see a lot of people who are really experiencing different levels of distress. Some people are really, really anxious. Some people just don't know how to quiet that mind, and it's really impacting on their happiness and their ability to enjoy life. You know, they've got everything on the outside. It all looks great. But inside there's just this nervousness and this worry that they can't shift. And so with it being a new year, I thought, let's launch a challenge so that people can step into the new year with a fresh mind, with a quiet mind, and with a calm mind. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I was someone who lived with chronic anxiety for, over 30 years. I'm talking panic attacks. I'm talking generalized anxiety disorder, which, if you've never heard of that, is where you just worry about everything. And you really worry about it. You almost obsess about it. There's a whole lot of what if this happens, what if that happens, and what if this happens. It's not a pleasant state to be in. And so I was always really worried. I was always really stressed. I was always really anxious. And I could not, for the life of me, quiet my mind. I had tried everything. And it wasn't until, a number of years ago that I had some really deep understandings about why I was always anxious and what was keeping me anxious, and therefore how I could move out of that. And I'm not someone who experiences panic attacks or generalized anxiety disorder anymore. And so this is what I share with my clients, how they can get out of that constant worry, constant stress, constant anxiety. Because let's face it, stress, anxiety, worry is epidemic. It's the new black. And a lot of people just think that, well, that's what it means to have a 21st century life. You've got to be worrying about work. You've got to be worrying about deadlines. You've got to feel stressed about what you're going to do, where you're going to go. You've got to be worrying about the kids. You're not a good mom unless you're worrying. And this just leads to anxiety. So I don't know if I'm going to give you a list of some symptoms that a lot of people just think, yeah, it's just part of being alive, part of having a life in 2000 and whatever, 15, 16. So a lot of people just worry over activities, work, family, relationships. People they have self-doubt. They're not sure if they can actually trust in their capacity to handle whatever tricky situation might be coming up. There's this real feeling of self-doubt, and there's feelings of apprehension, muscle tension. I don't know about you, but I used to be really tense all the time. My shoulders were practically up here. And I'd get those tension headaches. And I would feel restless. Even when I was trying to relax, I still felt restless. I was always keyed up, on edge, had that undercurrent of nervous energy. Moodiness. Yeah. Terribly moody. Always tired. really easily fatigued. Problems concentrating in one ear, out the other. At times finding it difficult to sleep, falling asleep. Cranky, irritable, bordering on angry at times, yelling at the kids, feeling irritated with my husband. That shallow breathing. Notice your breath. How is it nice and full, or is it shallow? So many of us walk around with really shallow breath. Digestive disturbances, indigestion, irritable bowel syndrome. I'm not suggesting that stress and anxiety are the only causes of irritable bowel syndrome, but they certainly do impact. And then there's just that feeling of being rushed all the time. Rushing here, rushing there. Oh my God, I don't have enough time. I can't do everything. There's too much on my plate. And then, impacts on your immune system. Colds, viruses, you name it. And then maybe nervous habits like, the jittering legs, fidgeting, nail biting. These aren't symptoms of a peaceful person living in the 21st century. These are symptoms of someone with stress, potentially chronic stress, worry, and anxiety. So if you are feeling some of those symptoms, I'm so glad you're here, because we're going to do something about it. Now, how does it work? Well, this challenge runs for 7 days. It's completely doable. It doesn't matter how busy your schedule is. If you've got 5 kids, you're working full time, you don't have help around the house, it's still very doable. All the videos are going to be short, but it's what happens after the videos that's important. So you got to rock up, you got to play your part, and you've got to do the work. Now, it's not a lot of work, but you've got to do some work. And after the videos. Rules of play. Be respectful. Be kind. Suspend judgment. This is certainly not a forum to say, hey, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Why are you doing that? Suspend all judgment. Have compassion. And remember, it's confidential. Don't go and blab about other people's stuff. And finally, this is a different challenge. This challenge isn't about just giving you oodles and oodles of techniques and tools and strategies. They can be helpful, but in my experience, my personal experience and my professional experience, tools and strategies don't work long term. What I'm going to be teaching you is how to shift your mindset, how to change the way you think, and therefore in changing the way you think, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to be coming from a place of calm and a place of equanimity. I'm not about fads. I'm all about sustainable and lasting change. So this week is a preview into my 6-week program. So you're going to get some absolute gold in this week that's going to really, really start to shift things for you and start to create some sustainable long-term change. Please also share your experiences in the comment box in this Facebook group. As the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to keep a person afloat. So we're not designed to be islands. We're designed to connect, to share, and to support. There is power in numbers. So share your experiences, share your thoughts, support other people. And remember to act by the rules of conduct, which are pinned at the top of the page. The goal of this 7-day challenge is to have a peaceful mind, but that's really generic as well. So I want you to type into the box what it is specifically that you want. Maybe it's a happy mind. Maybe it's a calm mind. Maybe it's a peaceful mind. Maybe it's knowing how to move yourself out of overwhelm, whatever it is. So please type it in. And if you want help, please comment in the Facebook group. I'm here. I'll be reading every single post. And I'm here to support you in the next 7 days. So have fun with it. Enjoy it. I'm so pleased you're here. And I look forward to seeing you in the day 1 video.